San Leolino.
Yeah, but let me start, Antonio, saying thank you very much for having arranged such a beautiful masterclass on Chianti Classico. Chianti Classico is a very dynamic territory and appellation, and a lot of good things are taking place in Chianti Classico. I say dynamic because we introduced 10 years ago the Gran Selezione category, and 2 years ago the subdivision of the territory in 11 sub-regions called UGA. So try to become more familiar with this term. UGA means additional geographical units. It's a sort of sub-zone, and that was something that gave a new strategy, a new direction to all the producers in Chianti Classico. So trying to transfer more territory into the bottle, trying to reinforce the link between the wine and the specific piece of land where you grow the grapes. And you have a demonstration today of a lot of beautiful wines, some of them quite recently released, recently introduced. So I'm very, very happy about this. Thank you. Regarding Terrazze San Leolino, this is the third vintage, the second one released in the States, so 2021. It brings the name of the vineyard, so it is a single vineyard, Chianti Classico Gran Selezione, grown in Panzano, that is located right in the heart of Chianti Classico zone, halfway between Florence and Siena. And more precisely, the Fontodi vineyards are located in the valley that opens up south of Panzano village. And this beautiful place is called Conca d'Oro, the golden shell. It's like an amphitheater, a natural amphitheater, with a full southern exposure and a good elevation between 400 and 500 meters. Very open to the west side, so there is a nice breeze and very long days, so lots of natural light. And a very rocky soil, quite complex. We have 3 different kinds of soil, the schist, the galestro, the limestone, the alberese, and the pietraforte, a calcaire sandstone. And the main characters of Panzano wines is a great combination between a solid structure and good acidity, so strength and finesse and grace in the same time. Regarding this vineyard, when I started my career at Fontodi back in 1979, I was looking at this beautiful hill. So on the eastern side of the valley, there is a hill with a medieval church on the top of the hill with beautiful terraces, and there were just olive groves there. And was saying, oh my God, this is one of the most beautiful places in my property, and why there are olive groves? So then, little by little, I asked to a professor of history at Florence University to make a research, and he found a drawing in a museum in Florence that dates back 500 years ago, with a painting of all those terraces planted with vines. And the monks that used to live in the church and making wine, so growing the vines, they were considering that place a real cru, so the best part of the valley to make wine. So with that document, I went to the authorities, and they gave me the permission to rebuild the vineyard, and that happened almost 20 years ago. And the result is this wine. So it's a real cru with a great potential. The soil is mostly alberese. Alberese is a white rocks with a very high calcaire content, providing an extra freshness and acidity. The fruit is very crispy, but one of the main characters of this one is the length and the depth. The vines are 20 years old, but it's a very promising wine. I hope you enjoy, and thank you very much for being here, and enjoy the rest of the tasting.
Thank you, Giovanni.